Hi, my name is BC Hoffman.
And I am Judith Jones.
And today on Recipe Wars, we are doing curry.
That's right, chicken tikka masala.
Woo. I'm super fortunate to have the opportunity to do Floyd Cardoz Bombay chicken curry. He's the head chef at Tabla in New York, and it's just a great restaurant, great dishes, and this is one of his signature dishes there.
We are going to make a very traditional curry, but a very simple traditional curry. And this comes from the south of India. It's a black pepper chicken curry. It's basically a stew. Chicken. Most curries are stews. It's a stew with spice. If you're using chicken, use chicken legs because it has more fat to it. But you can take the fat off. At the same time, when you cook it, it doesn't get dry.
And I will be doing Jamie Oliver, lovely Jamie's, and Martha Stewart's version of their chicken tikka masala, which is kind of a version which, you know, is accessible to everyone. The easy Indian curry for everyone to do. Okay.
One of the dishes that you've allowed me to do, which I'm really excited about, is we're doing curry today, aren't we? And I'm going to be making a few different curries. We're going to do chicken tikka masala today, which is a classic.
It doesn't read simple, but it is simple once you make your spice mixture.
Yeah, I'm going to try and break it down into such a way that you guys can. We'll start off with the chicken tikka masala paste, which you can get in all your supermarkets. The paste is really good, not the sauce, but the paste.
Okay.
So that will save you doing this, and it will save all this work. But also, because it's the Martha show, we want to show you how to do this.
Exactly.
So, Martha, what I've done is I'm going to just bash up some spices. I've got some a teaspoon of coriander seeds and some cumin that I've just toasted to wake up the flavours.
Let's see how they differ.
I love the fact, so yours is a UK version. It's like the national dish in the UK.
Yeah. Now, of course.
The Anglo, as Jamie Oliver calls it, the Anglo-Indian curry.
Yes.
And I'm doing just a traditional Southern curry, Southern Indian style curry, which is great. So.
Yeah, okay, so let's get started.
Yes.
So on a medium-high heat, I am going to get my butter and peanut oil, and we're just gonna melt that.
So you're using white breast meat, and I'm actually using dark meat, legs, thighs, whichever you prefer. And I'm actually, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna literally just throw this in a bowl and get some salt on it. And you're gonna let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes with the salt. So just a little seasoning right there. So you're just gonna mix it around. And the reason why he uses dark meat is, well, for a number of reasons, but the main reason is you can cook this bad boy and it won't dry out. Plus the fat in it has just a lot more flavor, and it's just an all-around better choice in my opinion as well.
Yeah, I do like that choice of meat to use rather than the chicken breast per se, but you know, let's see how it goes. So once your butter and oil is melted, we're gonna add the base to what is used in most curries, which is the onions, which we'll put in there, the ginger, and the cilantro stems. Now, note that we're using the stems, which has a lot of flavor, so don't throw those away, and the chile. I've traveled around India a lot, and most curries use this as the base, especially the onions, the ginger, and the chili as a base for the curry. So we'll get that going, and we're gonna let that cook for about 10 minutes.
So I'm gonna use canola oil. It has a higher flash point, meaning that it won't burn the spices that you're putting in there. What he does in the restaurant at Tabla, he actually takes the whole spice from coriander to fenugreek, cardamom, and he actually toasts everything together. We actually already have the powder, so we don't need to toast it, but at the same time, we do need to saute our onions, so we're gonna get that going, and while that oil is heating up, I'm gonna take my other bowl, and I'm gonna throw in, I've got a green finger chili. These bad boys are spicy, so be careful. Again, if you're cutting this up, I already have it cut up, but I'm just gonna show you. If you are cutting it up, please make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly. We've said that before, we say it again, because if you touch your eyes, your face, your hands, go to the bathroom, touch someone else, it will burn, and it will burn for a while. So, I have my chilies, my ginger, and my garlic in here. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, and then I'm just gonna puree this bad boy up until it's a nice paste. And we're just gonna throw that right in the pan, and we're also gonna throw in our onions to saute up.
So our mixture is now a lovely golden brown color. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes. So it's time to add in the other ingredients. So we have here some chicken tikka paste. Now you can buy these from specialty stores or ethnic stores, and it's basically the easier man's version of doing the curry rather than having to make the paste yourself. Jamie really does emphasize to make your own chicken tikka paste because why not? It tastes amazing. It's so nice to make your own, and you can freeze it, you can store it, and you can use it whenever you want. But we're using store-bought today. So in it goes half a cup, and in goes our chicken. We've cut them into 1 centimeter cubes there. And into that, we're gonna actually season that with some salt and pepper too.
I'd totally make your own paste. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's just peanut oil, almond flour, coriander, cumin,
paprika. I mean, there's a lot of things. Cilantro, tomato paste.
There's a lot of things, but they're all basic ingredients that most people have in their cupboards.
Yeah, you just whiz them up in the food processor and you're good. So, salt and pepper, and then into that goes our coconut milk and our tomatoes.
While you're doing that, I actually have my paste that I made. This is a little thinner than I wanted. I put a little too much water, my bad. But this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna throw your paste that you made with the chili, the ginger, the garlic, and a little water in there with your now browned onions. You're gonna give that a nice go too. And then you're gonna throw on your spices. Now your spices are gonna consist of cayenne pepper, paprika, turmeric, and garam masala. Garam masala literally translates to basically a spiced powder. And it's a combination of a few things from cardamom to cumin, and they toast everything. And the turmeric is also great. Turmeric is in the same family as ginger, and it actually has a more earthy flavor to it, but it also has a nice spice to it as well. And it's used traditionally to dye things and give mustard its color.
And very good for you as well,
yeah.
Anti-inflammatory.
I did not know that. Well, in that case,
it's a health benefit, turmeric. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up my mixture now to a boil. And then once it's boiled, we're gonna reduce it to a low simmer. We're gonna cover that and simmer it for about 10 minutes until the chicken is cooked through.
So you're gonna basically cook this off for about 2 minutes, and then as soon as you're done cooking it off, you're gonna add your chicken, which I have now been sitting for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna throw that in here, and that's gonna just basically cook for another 10 to 15 minutes with the chicken in there.
So our curry has been simmering for about 20 minutes and it's just about done. It's thickened beautifully, smells and looks great. And just to let you know that we did add a little bit of water in there with the coconut milk and the tomatoes when we put them in, just to not dry out the chicken. So it's looking good and it's about ready to plate up.
If you don't have a lid at home, by all means do what we did. We took aluminum foil, put it on top, and basically let it steam. You are stewing this meat, and like you said, we're both kind of almost going with a wet versus a dry sauce. The dry is gonna actually have less of the liquid. If you want it thicker and you want more of a dry sauce, I mean the dry sauce basically brings out more of a spiced seasoning versus, and soaks up more of the liquid. So just put it on a low heat and let it cook longer and completely reduce it down versus right now where I've got all that liquid so it's a nice wet sauce.
Yeah, so I'm gonna garnish my curry with a little bit of lovely yogurt, which is gonna be very refreshing on there.
I love the addition of that.
I love it too. Fresh cilantro and some toasted almonds, which is very, very nice. Nice little crunch there.
And the toasted almonds really bring out an accentuation of the dish. I'm throwing off my heat right now, and I'm gonna add in, I have juice from one whole lime. I'm just gonna squeeze that bad boy right in there. And the acidity is gonna be really nice with the spice that I have going on. And then I'm gonna throw in my cilantro, mix that all up, and I am ready to serve this bad boy up. And you can serve it over rice. If it's too thin and you don't wanna really thicken it too much, just add potatoes or potato starch to your dish, and that'll thicken it up right there too. The tuber will just soak up the excess liquid. And we are ready to go with a taste test. So, what should we do? A little taste test of yours first?
Yeah, sure.
Just mixing in. I put a little extra salt in there.
Oh, nice. All right, go for it.
Definitely season as you're actually going along.
Season to taste.
Yes.
All right, you go for it.
Oh, getting a little curry in there, a little bite. I love the tamarind. So tamarind is actually the date of India, and it's great for chutneys, and it works really, really well in your masala. That is great.
I think I need a drink of water before.
No, must endure the spice.
All right, let's get a little piece here.
My sinus is kind of cleared up a little bit.
Very strong flavors. It's much spicier than mine. You can definitely taste the spice a little more. Really nice though.
I was gonna say, I really
Beautiful.
I like the chicken in this a lot better.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. It's a flavor of the chicken. It is, you can tell it's the leg.
The chicken has that coconut milk almost coating it.
But I like the lime. You can taste the lime too, which is really nice.
Put the lime in the coconut and add the chili. And you stew it all together with that chicken. Something like that. Harry Belafonte would have been proud.
I'll be honest, I do like mine a little better, but that's probably because I don't like too much spice, and for me that might be a little bit too much. However,
tone it down.
if we put a little dollop of this yogurt, that might work well.
Do it. Let's see.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna
Let's
win?
see. It's all based on this bite right now.
All right. So much pressure.
Drum roll.
All right. Oh, it's so close.
Yeah, I gotta try it with the tone down here.
I think we're just gonna finish this whole thing out before we decide. I also do really like the addition of the almonds. Gives it a nice crunch. Okay, I think I got a winner. You see, I'm gonna hand it to you. I do like your recipe a little bit more than mine.
And really what it comes down to,
Yeah.
I think all in all, is the curry.
Right.
It's all about the curry sauce or paste that you yourself make
Right.
or buy from the store. The better the quality, whether it's homemade or whether it's store-bought, the better the dish itself. Bottom line, this was a homemade, that was a store-bought.
You can tell.
If she had made her own paste, I'll put money down that she probably would have won it.
There you go. There you go. So the winner is today.
The winner is Floyd Cardoz. Thank you very much, Chef Floyd Cardoz. And
Close second.
very close second.
Close second is Jamie Oliver and Martha Stewart with their version of chicken tikka masala.
That being said, my name is BC Hoffman.
And I am Judith Jones.
And this has been Recipe Wars. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our channel, and you keep watching, and we'll keep cooking.